What's up, tribe? This is Justin, Elevate Credit. Today is day 228, how to establish a solid foundation for disputing negative items. So, thank you guys for following this journey from day 0 to reuniting my wife, my son here in the US. We're talking credit consulting, business funding, real estate investing, just taking that next step to achieve that next level. So today we're talking about establishing a solid foundation for our dispute letter specifically. So what you have to remember is that when we are disputing, we are using consumer law. So particularly the consumer law that we're going to be using is the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And we want to begin the dispute process on the premise of a couple of different laws within the FCRA. So the first law that we're going to want to include in our first dispute letter, the first round, because remember, it doesn't always get removed after the first round. It could be multiple rounds. And what we're doing is building a case round by round by round to get the negative items removed. Sometimes it can be easy. Sometimes it can be not easy. That's just the reality of it. It's up to these credit reporting agencies what they want to do. So within the first round, within our first dispute letters, we're going to want to use 15 U.S.C. 1681. That's the Fair Credit Reporting Act. And there's two different sections, two different specific laws that we're going to want to look at and begin our dispute letter. It's not even a dispute letter. It's more a demand. It's a demand because the law says that you as the credit reporting agency or the bank or the institution or the lender are not allowed to put this information on my credit report. Credit reporting is optional, right? So the first law that we're going to look at is the exclusions section. So what is exclusion? Exclusion is not included, right? So there's a laundry list of items in the FCRA that tell us what's not to be included on our credit report. One of them is any transaction or experience. And that is a blanket statement for pretty much anything that is on our credit report. So we want to begin our first round of disputes. It could be a good idea to begin the first round of disputes with this law included in the first dispute letter. The second law, which you can include this one as well, or you can include this one on a solo mission, is written consent. It also it specifies 15 U.S.C. 1681 that these credit reporting agencies are not allowed to report anything. Let me repeat, they're not allowed to report anything on our credit reports without our written consent. I don't know about you, but I never gave any of these guys written consent to put anything on my credit report, right? So this is going to be our foundation that we will establish in our dispute letters, our demand letters that we send out to the FCRA. And it just depends on how they respond, then we will start to tailor each round of dispute letters based on their response. So, but in establishing a solid foundation, remember Fair Credit Reporting Act, 15 U.S.C. 1681, the exclusion section is one law, and there is also written consent. That's a different law. Those are two great laws to establish a solid foundation for disputing negative items. So thank you guys for following. Remember to hit that like button, smash that subscribe button, leave a comment. It helps the algorithms. Check out the link. We have ebooks, e-courses, dispute letters, trade lines, everything you need to do it yourself. And of course, if you're interested in one-on-one, we can absolutely do that as well. Last but not least, to my son, Josiah, son, you are blessed, you are anointed. Remember to use credit responsibly to your success. Salud.